What is going on, warriors and farmers of Tamaris? Welcome back to another Call of Dragons video. Today we're going to talk about one of the juiciest problems in Call of Dragons, which is the archer problems. The game developers haven't found a perfect solution for this issue. In today's episode, we're going to discuss all the reasons as to why the archers have a big problem in Call of Dragons. Will it ever be fixed? That is something that we are waiting for. If you feel like you have some good solutions, feel free to comment them down below. But I would recommend you watch the video until the end because I have some facts and statistics that's going to help you understand what is really going on. If you're new here, subscribe for more content, like the video, share it with your friends, drop some comments down below. Let's get right into it. Alright, warriors and farmers of Tamaris, we have an archer problem in Call of Dragons. If you look at the open field PvP, you won't find a lot of archers in the open field. That is because of their attacking range. In today's episode, I'm going to try to explain why the game developers haven't been able to successfully implement long-range warfare into Call of Dragons. It is easier said than done. There is a lot of stuff that needs to be considered. Now, when I explain some of them in the video, it will probably make you understand why the devs are kind of finding it difficult to implement long-range warfare permanently into the game. Now, before we get started, all I'm gonna say is everything I say in this video is my own opinion. Do not take the stuff that I say in this video as official information. I am just giving you guys hypothetical analysis of why we don't have long-range warfare. Take some of the stuff here with a grain of salt. Everything is based on my own opinion. And I would recommend you watch the video before you comment down below. Once you've done watching it, feel free to comment down below how you would fix the archer problem. Who knows? Maybe one day, maybe someday, somebody, somewhere will click on this video, read the comment section, and implement your idea into the game. It could be a game developer. Now, I'm just saying this, you never know who is going to watch the video. So if you have any solutions, watch this video first. Think about some of the stuff that I say, and then comment down below how you would fix the archer problem. With all of that out of the way, let us get started. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let us get this party started. There are 4 different troop types in Call of Dragons. We have infantry, we have archers, we have cavalry, and we have the mages. All these troop types have a unit counter system. We got infantry counter-attacking cavalry, cavalry counter-attacking archers, archers counter-attack mages, mages counter-attack infantry. Now, the game developers have designed so many things based on this unit counter-attack system. If you try to mess with it, you're going to cause a chain reaction that's going to be very, very difficult to solve, which is why the devs haven't been able to successfully implement long-range warfare without causing any problems. Again, everything I say is hypothetical and my own opinion. Do not take it as official information for Call of Dragons. So let us keep this going. Let's go straight to the artifacts. There is a correlation between the attack range and the rage cost of the artifact. Each artifact is designed specifically for each troop type, with the rage cost taken into consideration. Let us start off with infantry. Infantry fight in melee combat. As you can see here, the rage cost of infantry is 400. That is because of the melee fighting style. Now, the next one is going to be cavalry. Cavalry fight in both melee and near range because of the elk riders, which is why their rage cost is 600. Now, cavalry are a little bit faster than infantry. They can close the distance when fighting enemies a little bit faster, which is why their rage cost is 600. We move on to the archers. Archers fight in medium range. Their range is longer than the cavalry, so their rage cost is 1,200. As you can see, all archers have 1,200 rage cost. And these artifacts have been designed to match this rage cost. Like most of the attacking skills, all the attributes and everything is designed because of this medium range. Like the devs have given them some utility to help them compensate for their range. And then we have the mages. Mages have a rage cost of 1600. That is because the mages fight from far range. So because they fight from far away, they have been given a longer rage cost for their artifact, because it's not going to be fair if a mage has a rage cost of 400 while shooting from afar. This is not going to be good. By the time the infantry tries to get close to the mage will have already hit its artifact before the infantry even cast its artifact on the mage. So this is why there is a correlation between rage cost and the attacking range of the different troop types. With that being said, now let us see why it is very, very difficult to implement long-range warfare into the game. Because the artifacts are designed to match each range. Now, if you start giving archer artifacts the range of the mages, it's not going to be fair, because the devs have given the archer artifacts some cool stuff to help them compensate for their range. Like this one here has a lot of march speed and the damage is just too much. So if the devs had to like change the archer artifact into the mage to give them the mage range, they will have to change the 1200 rage cost and make it 1600, just like the mages. Now imagine the devs decide to change the range of the archer artifact into far range and don't change the rage cost. This is going to be detrimental, guys. Like, you're going to have archers who counter mages, and on top of that, they have a faster charging artifact. It just don't make any sense. Which is why in the past, when they brought long-range warfare in some of those seasons, they decided not to change the rage cost of the artifacts or try to give the archers the long range for the artifact, because it's not going to be very, very fair. It's kind of like having cavalry fight archers, like giving cavalry the medium range to fight archers and then letting them have their 600 rage cost for their artifact. Do you guys think that is going to be fair? Absolutely not. So this is one of the reasons why long-range warfare hasn't been implemented, because each artifact is designed to match this rage cost. Even though the devs decide to give this archer artifact 1600 rage cost, these artifacts still have some utility that are better than the mage artifact. It's just gonna be difficult. What do you guys think of this? Let me know down below in the comment section. We move on to the next topic, why it is difficult to implement long-range warfare into Call of Dragons. We're going to check out the unit attributes in the game. So these are the attributes of the archers. As you can see, it is a lot. And we know that archers counter-attack mages. So if you give archers the range of the mages, you have pretty much killed the game. Like the devs used to give them like minus 20% attack. That is not enough, and it's not really fair, because the archers have more march speed than the mages. They have more physical attack than the mages. So how is it fair, guys? You have a predator who has more attack than you, is faster than you, and can counter you. Like, what would be the point of playing the game in the first place? So this is probably one of the reasons why we still don't have long-range warfare, because it's very difficult to balance these numbers for the devs. Now let us check out the unit counter system. Like, you're gonna see that these attributes are designed for the different range of the different heroes. You cannot really mess with it too much. This is very, very difficult to solve. Now these are the attributes for the ground troops. Let's see the attributes of the other mage troop type. As you can see here, these attributes are very, very low. Now, if you try to give archers the range of the mages, it's going to be very, very difficult. Now, I know the devs said they would like try to lower the, the attack, and they will try to lower the HP and the defense of the archers to try and make the system work. But I think it's just going to interfere with the game, because a lot of these artifacts have been designed with the range in mind. So if you like push the range to be the same as the mages, they have some nice utility that make them stand out. So I don't really know how this is gonna work. But this could be one of the reasons why it hasn't happened. Now, while we're still here, we're going to talk about the Wyvern Rider problem. Like, I've seen the Call of Dragons Discord page where people like have put a lot of suggestions for the devs to try and buff these Wyvern Riders in Call of Dragons. Honestly, I don't think these guys need any buff because there is a counter-attack system like what you see here for ground troops and flying troops up in the sky. If you start messing up with the Wyvern Riders, you are going to screw up with the unit counter-attack system of the Flying Legions. So I'm going to put an image here on the screen that will help you understand why there is a unit counter-attack system for the Flying Legions. All the Flying Legions have different types of attack when compared to the ground troop. That is because the devs want to maintain balance in the game. So by putting the image over here, you can see that the Wyvern Riders have the highest physical attack for flying troop types. So I don't really know why people are still complaining. As you can see here, Celestials only have 332 attack. How do you expect them to fight the Wyvern Riders that have a long-range warfare? It's gonna be like no competition. And then you have the Eagles who have 382 physical attack from the sky. It just doesn't make sense for, these Wyvern Riders to be buffed as people want them to be. And if you look over here, like the physical defense of the Wyvern Riders is 170. And the physical defense for Celestials is only 152. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, people just keep complaining, buff Wyvern Riders, buff Wyvern Riders. Nope, I don't think these guys need a buff. Because if you look at every single faction, they have one troop type that is very strong. League of Order have Celestials, which are the strongest troop type in that faction. The Wilderbeck have the Spearmen, who are the strongest archers in the game. If you ask anyone who dominates open field PvP for archers, it's going to be the Spearmen. Can I find them here? Like, where you what? Spearmen. They just hiding. I don't know where I put my Spearmen camp. Yep, so let's get back on track. Each faction has one strong troop type. Now, if you try to buff these Wyvern Riders, like, you're pretty much going to screw up this game because, you're going to have archers and Wyvern Riders just wrecking everybody. In the League of Order, they have Celestials who are, doing good things. It just happened that mages are the ones who dominate the open field. So everybody is just saying, oh, Celestial is overpowered. I don't think Celestials are overpowered. They have the lowest physical attack for flying troop type. So if you try to mess up with the Wyvern Riders in the sky, you're going to mess up with the unit counter attack for flying legions. Like, for example, if you try to buff the Spearmen, or say give them long range warfare and then reduce their attack and physical whatever to try and match the mages, you're gonna have to do the same to the Wyvern Riders as well. Now, if you mess up with the Wyvern Riders numbers, how do you expect them to fight in the sky against those mages, especially if their attributes have been reduced significantly? Like, it's going to be a little bit challenging. Over here, you have a massive attack for the archers. And then when you look at the sky, Wyvern Riders, the attack is not that great. Will the dev still give them the same reduction factor? Like, it's going to be very, very challenging. It's easier said than done. Like, me personally, I just don't understand why people keep saying buff Wyvern Riders, buff Wyvern Riders. Like, they have the highest attack for all the flying unit troop type. I just don't get it. The only problem is their attacking range is not that good, which is why they kind of suffer just a little bit. Celestials just happen to be dominating everything because of the mage range. And we know every faction has their strength. Now, when it comes to the strength of the Forest Eagles, I mean the Spring Warden faction, the Forest Eagles are the best units in the Spring Warden. Unfortunately, we don't have enough flying units to take advantage of the Forest Eagles. Now imagine the day we have 5 strong flying Forest Eagles. Like, pretty much everyone is going to switch to the Spring Warden faction because of those flying eagles. On top of that, they're going to have, what do we call, flying army groups. Like you just won't be able to stop those forest eagles as soon as they have 5 flying marches, which is why we have seen rumors of flying infantry. The flying infantry will probably be the one to like control those flying forest eagles in the future when we have more flying units. So as of right now, the unit counter attack system makes it difficult to implement long range warfare because the flying units have their own unit counter attack system, and then the ground troops also have a unit counter attack system. So it's going to be very, very difficult to balance these numbers, which is why the devs probably haven't found a perfect solution. Now, I probably may have got you confused, but let me know down below. What do you guys think of this explanation? Comment down below. Let us move on to the next topic of why long-range warfare is very, very difficult to implement in Call of Dragons, and that is going to be the hero skills and the talent tree. Now, like I said before, most of the things that you see here have been designed based on the attacking range of the different troop type. You try to mess with one, you're going to cause a chain of problems, which will be very, very difficult to solve. So let us start off with the skills of the archers. First of all, archers counter-attack mages, okay? So because of that, the devs have decided to give archers some kind of march speed into the game. Like if you look at a lot of these archers, they have an extra 10% march speed to help them out. Not all of them, but a lot of them have extra march speed. The only mage that has a march speed is Velen, and maybe the epic heroes in the game like Atheus. I think that's pretty much it. Just forget about the overall heroes. So the only mages in the game that have march speed is Velen for legendary troop type. The rest are all slow like tortoise. This is going to make it easier for the archers to close the distance and deal with them. Zeta has a 10% march speed. Sibyl has a 10% march speed. Now all of this stuff have been designed because of the medium range of the archers, just to help them close the distance. Freyga can gain some march speed with the Falconeer charge. Did the devs change this skill? Yeah, she still got some march speed over there. Who else has march speed? We got Falgrim, who has march speed as well. So the march speed for the archers is a little bit higher than mages. Now if you give them the long range warfare, they are going to be able to catch up with the mages. It's like you are sent into the jungle to fight a predator who is faster than you. A predator who is stronger and very good at dealing with you. Now, if the predator is not as fast, you have the chance to get away. But the predator is fast, so things are going to be difficult for the mages. So this is just one based on the skills. Now, so many archer skills here have been designed to help them, you know, with their attacking range. Like they have those instant impact skills that are crazy. Those types of skills just do some crazy stuff. For example, Freyga has the ability to hit a double normal attack. Syndrion has rapid fire when he enters battle. You got Magzay. They don't require no rage. These ones are just gonna hit this thing every 5 seconds and just make people suffer. We're gonna keep this going. We're talking about the instant skill of the different heroes. Who else can we look at? We have Kinara, Nico with the Snow Peak Rock combination and the defense break. All of that stuff are instant impact skills that are very, very dangerous. And if you give those skills the long range warfare plus a long range attacking artifact, like there will be no mages in the open field for anyone to fight. You got a Kinara with the bleeding. Like no one is going to be able to stop these archers when it comes to kiting, especially with the long range warfare. Like mages are probably going to be doomed forever if this turns out to be the case. The only mage that may be able to keep up is going to be Tohar, because Tohar has his channeling. That happens, is it every 3 seconds? Yep. Tohar is the only mage who can do some good stuff in terms of instant impact skill. He doesn't require rage. So this is the only mage hero that has this fighting style. But if you look at most of the archers, they are like all instant impact. Most of them. It is crazy. Inara and the Snow Peak Rock combination. This is going to be ridiculous with the long range warfare. You got the likes of Magzay. You can see Magzay with mages, what they're doing. Now give them the long range warfare and see what they can do. So Sibyl also has some good stuff. She got some match speed. So I think that's good. So this is one of the reasons why long range warfare has been a little bit difficult, because of the skills that were given to the archers. All these archers were designed with the medium range in mind. The devs did not design them with the long range of the mages in mind. They were designed with the medium range, which is why they have some of these useful skills. We keep this pushing. We're going to talk about the archer talents as well. The talents have also been designed with the long range warfare, with the medium range of the archers in mind. So let's go to the talent, and I point out some of the things that will make you not want long range warfare for the archers. So we're gonna go to the left hand side. Can you guys guess which skill I'm going to point from here? Which talent I'm going to highlight? I give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, boom, right here, delight. Okay, increases rage accumulation speed by 15% when your legion's unit count is over 50%. This skill was implemented because of the medium range of the archers. This is going to help them gain rage faster and be able to cast their rage skill. Now, if you decide to give archers the long range warfare and you have this thing over here, there will be no competition. It will be the end of mages for sure. So you have archers with instant impact skills that are crazy. On top of that, they gain 15% more rage faster than the mages. And then they have artifacts that have rage cost of 1200. On top of that, they have lots and lots of march speed, more than mages. If you look at the base attributes, the archers also have more march speed than the mages. Like, there's going to be no competition, guys. Like, you guys just keep saying bring long range warfare. You need to consider all this stuff into the equation, because it's going to mess up the flow of the game. So this is just the talent, guys. This is just one here, known as delight. 15% faster rage accumulation. This will be the end of all mages, 100%. And then we got this skill over here as well. Another good one, something that gives you damage right away. And if you look at all the archer talent tree, like if you go on the right hand side, the precision branch has a match speed of plus 10%. So we're going to be looking at predators who are very, very fast. All the mages are slow, like a tortoise. So check this out. Magrat has an extra 10% match speed on the right hand side over here. We pick who else? Who's the next archer? Kinara also has match speed on the right hand side of the talent tree, making them a little bit faster. It's like the dev is just going to be designing some troop type that's just going to kill the mages forever. Falgrim has the skill tree, but if you look at him, he's probably the only skill hero in the game that has a match speed. You see, he's been given match speed bonus. Or maybe Theodore has a match speed as well, but Theodore is cavalry, so that makes sense. If you look here, Zayda, if you look on the right hand side, she also has mobility tree with the match speed. Who else? Sibyl has what here? Okay, Sibyl has match speed and the control. So what I'm trying to say is archers have more match speed than mages. Let's just click on the mages and you see how slow they are. Thalea, she's got magic and support. There is no match speed on the support tree. Who else? Velen has match speed. Velen is the only one. And then we go, who is the other mage hero over here? Forget the overalls. Look at Tohar. Magic support, no match speed. Who else can we point? Musyang is universal, so that doesn't count. We got Bertrand. Magic skills, no match speed on the skill tree, no additional speed. Lilia, she's got magic skills, no additional match speed. Thunderlin has a control tree, so she got some extra match speed. So all I'm trying to say is archers are well built with a lot of match speed from their talents and their skills. Like if you try to give them the range of the mages, it's going to be very, very difficult. So maybe these are some of the reasons why the developers have been having a lot of problems in trying to implement the long-range warfare, because there are so many things that needs to be plugged into the equation, from the artifact range to the talent tree of the heroes. I think all of that stuff is going to make a big difference when trying to implement a permanent long-range warfare. With all that said, what do you guys think of my analysis? Do you guys still think it is easy to implement long-range warfare in Call of Dragons? Please let me know down below. Comment down below how you would, try to solve the long-range warfare problem in the game and the Wyvern Rider problem in the game. Don't just comment stuff without watching the video. I think I have explained enough to give you guys some idea on what's going on. By the way, everything I say is hypothetical. It's based on my opinion. It is not official information. Everything I say are based on some of the things that we have seen in the game so far. Now, here is how I would solve the archer problem in Call of Dragons. The solution to the archer problem in Call of Dragons is very, very simple. Devs just need to bring more archer heroes with unique fighting styles. For example, they brought a Magrat and a Zeta that don't use rage, and they have like this instant impact skills, which works like right away, almost every 5 seconds. This is going to be the perfect solution for the archers. Just leave everything the way it is. However, design archer heroes that can take advantage of their medium range by giving them some kind of march speed and some kind of instant impact skill. As of right now, Magrat and Zeta can go in. Even if they fight for maybe 5 or 8 seconds, they are going to get value before they get out. So this could be the perfect solution for the archer problem in the game. We have a few archers with some instant impact skills. I'm going to try and point them out. Take a look at Guanwin. Guanwin is another one. Guanwin Awakening. When Guanwin Legion launches a normal attack, they have a 50% chance to inflict poison. Deals damage every second for 3 seconds. So this is a very good skill to have on an archer. It's an instant impact. They can go in. If they get targeted, they run away. It helps make up for the distance when fighting the mages. When you look at Syndrion, Syndrion has this rapid fire, this skill known as Forest Shadow. I do believe the devs need to push this duration to maybe 5 seconds. And I think this is going to fix Syndrion, because this skill will only work once if you're fighting someone in a fight that's going to last for a long time. So this is not going to affect the game. It will just make them more useful. For example, pushing this to 5 seconds, this would be a good solution. I was so excited when they announced Sibyl on day 1. We didn't really have the skill in the game yet. So I thought this skill did not require any rage whatsoever. Like we thought after 3 normal attacks, Sibyl could do some crazy skill damage. Now this would have been better for this hero. Like as of right now, I don't think people are talking about this hero because she requires rage and archer distance. It just doesn't help. And this skill takes time to complete. So this is like a wasted potential. If this hero did not have a rage cost, if this skill was kind of like passive, like what Tohar has, we could have had 2 excellent archer matches in the game. I'm not kidding, guys. We could have had Magrat Zeta with quick impact skills, and then Sibyl and Falgrim, with Sibyl having this crazy quick impact skill. The reason Bertrand and Tohar is working for the mages and Thunderlin and Thalea have been mediocre is because Tohar is equipped with instant impact fighting style. So you check this out. Every time you use this Tohar and Bertrand in fights that don't take like 10 seconds, they usually come out on top. That is because Tohar is able to get some value out of this skill. The skill acts quick. So this is something that the devs need to do for the archers. Now if you look at Thunderlin and Thalea, Thunderlin and Thalea, these are 2 rage heroes. Sometimes enemies die quick. They don't get to cast their skills, which is why these Sandalin and Thalia haven't been doing so great in PvP. It is the reason why the single target Bertrand and Tohar is kind of doing okay in open field. And it's all because of this Tohar channeling, which gives you some value before you even cast your rage skill. So this would be the best way for the devs to solve the long-range warfare problem in the game. Just design unique heroes like Magrat and Zeta. This was perfect. This is a true representation of archers. They don't require rage. They can go in, do their thing, get out, get some value. We have a Guanwin. If Guanwin was a legendary hero, oh my goodness, she probably would have been the best archer hero in the game because of this fervent wind. Now for Sibyl, this was a missed opportunity. I thought this skill wasn't gonna be a rage cost skill. This would have been fantastic. As of right now, nobody talks about Sibyl. Like, people don't consider the G4 archers as very strong. I mean, they do okay on the field, but not at the level of Magzay. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is how I would fix the archer long range warfare in the game. We got a lot of archer problems. I don't know how the devs are gonna fix it. Now, if you have watched the video all the way up to this point, feel free to comment down in the comment section how you would solve this problem. You never know who could read the comment section. Your idea could be implemented. You never know. So yeah, comment down below how you would fix the archer problem in the game. Now, before we get out, let's talk a little bit about this controversial topic as well, which is the Wyvern Riders. Honestly, guys, I don't think these Wyvern Riders need any buff because they have the strongest physical attack for all the flying unit troop type. If you mess with it too much, you're going to mess with the flying unit counterattack system. As of right now in Call of Dragons, every single faction has one strong troop type for the open field PvP. The Wilderbeck faction has, what is it called? The Spearmen. These are the strongest troop type in the Wilderbeck faction. In the League of Order, they have the Celestials, who are the strongest for the open field. It just happens that mages are the one who dominates the open field. Now imagine if archers were the one dominating the open field, we could have heard like crazy spearmen and crazy wyvern riders as well. So as you guys can see, honestly, I don't see if the wyvern riders need any changes. And then for the Spring Warden, the strongest troop type is the Eagles. Unfortunately, the devs have not given us the flying heroes to take advantage of this troop type. If we had 5 flying eagle marches in the sky combined with the army groups, oh man, it was going to be very bad. Which is why we need the next faction, which is the flying infantry, to help out with, you know, the forest eagles if they become a problem in the future, in case the devs decide to bring a lot of flying heroes. Let me know down below what you think of this analysis. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new, subscribe for more content. Until then, see you guys in the next controversial video.